How to make a new button with OnControl 7 template. So this is the button you're trying to create. If you select it, go over here, you can see that it's 280 width by 280 height. So you can use Photoshop or PNG. So I'm going to go to File, New, select 280 by 280 and select OK. But since I have it already here behind me, I'm just going to select Cancel. But this is what you'd get. And we're going to, I guess the color is already FFFFF, what we want it to be. If it wasn't, we would just select this paint, and then whenever the color selects up, select this to FFF and go to fill ground color and select this, and I always go to fill hole selection anyways, and make sure this is white like I'm doing, but it's already white, so not that it matters, but I'm just gonna undo what we just did. And now we're gonna go to opacity over here, change this to 15%. We're gonna go to A, and make this a box. Type in kitchen. And we can use this tool, scroll over just a little bit, make that go where we want. And I think we're ready. So we'll go to File, Export. Down here, we're just going to call it Test. Make sure it's saved as a .png. Go to Export. Or actually, we want it just to be on our desktop. Make it easy. Export. And then I just leave these selections alone, but you can mess with them if you want. Export. Then we go to our, this is the OnControls, or okay, this is not OnControls. This is part of Gimp, so we'll move it back. And this is just one OnControl screen stretched over two. So if you look really close, these are actually buttons. And that's the button we just created. I mean, I'm about to show you what we created, but this is some other buttons that are there. So you right-click Activities or whichever panel you want to add your image to, and go to Add Image. And we're going to go to Choose Files. Then we're going to go to Desktop. Oh, I'm already there. This test image right here. We're going to go to Upload. Sometimes it says it fails, so we say OK, and then close, but it didn't really fail, it's there. So we scroll down to the bottom of that panel. See if I can go fast. I went too far. Okay, so this is what we made right here. You can say when I highlight it, it says test.png. So you can see that my kitchen I didn't capitalize. So when I bring it over here, you can see it would fit perfectly. I'll just go ahead and let it go. Oh, Control Z undoes what I just did. I went to the wrong box. So I'll grab it again and I'll go back. And now it's highlit. And that's what we created. I'll unclick and let you see it's the same color. Perfect. But I went ahead and left mine capital, so I'll say Control Z. That undoes the top layer. We actually have 2 layers. Now we need to make the pressed version. So we close. Pressed is going to be the same size. We go back up here. We'll close this for now. It'll come back up later on. We'll use the same box that we just used. And we'll go to background layer. And then now we'll go to the paint can. And we want to go to this foreground layer right here and change it to the color I decided is closest to the apple color or the color that they used. I'm not sure what they used. So it's the ED4B07. Select OK. We want to fill the color with the foreground color, which is this one up here, and we want to fill the whole selection. So we just do that. The opacity is what the last one was at 15%, but we want to make this 78 is what I decided looks the best. So then we're done here. We go to File, Export As. We're going to go down here and call this Test, but this one is Pressed. Export. And now we're going to go back to On Controls, but now we're going to go to the Pressed panel, and I'm going to right click, go to Add Image, do the same thing we did last time, choose Files, go over here to Test Pressed, go to Upload. I'm waiting for it to failed, say Close. Normally only closes after you really try to manipulate stuff, but it always works, so there's nothing to worry about. We're going to the bottom, and this is one we created earlier, but this is the one we just created. It's going to be called Test Pressed, and the shortcut key, if you look at my keypad, is to press P and then select this. And when you go over here, it will go into your pressed state. So now I double click, and you will see that this button is now a small K, not the big K. But I'm going to do Control Z, and it's going to take it back to the big K. And if we come back over here, just to show you, it does match up pretty well with On Controls. The font is a little fatter than what you'll get with On Controls.